Brentford 3, Manchester United 1. We have lost the game again. We played poorly again. The manager has picked the wrong side again. Dallo was fucking shit again. Shaw was shit again. Maguire was caught on the break again. We're disappointed again. He has come out and defended his formation again. When does this end? I'm I'm like, it's just going into work every day, just knowing that one day the boss is gonna pull the trigger on us. It's like that with Amorim now. Like you know that it's not gonna get better, but you're just waiting for the end for the sack to happen. But then you have to suffer these days. Brentford were 17th in the table. They've lost their manager, their best player. We've taken their best player and their captain. Their coach, Karan, is the set pieces coach from last year, and he has managed six games and he outclassed us with a very simple strategy, which I can tell you. I have no football experience, but I can tell you: be physical, win the duels, play direct. These United are not good when balls are thrown up the top. We have Dillit and we have Maguire, and yet we are not able to deal with these long balls over the top. I am just not sure what is going right at this club at this point. This guy will come out laughing with Jason Wilcox at, at the station yesterday. This guy will just come out and say the management and Ineos are trying to give him the uh, trying to give him new contract. But then for fuck's sake, why are we giving this guy a new contract? Why is he still at the job? We lost to Brentford. They're up for being relegated. And we were battered by them. We didn't just lose this game, we were battered. It is embarrassing now as to how poorly this situation is being managed, right? Uh, like with Ole, with Eric Ten Hag, there were changes, right? There were games like this where they were nearing their end and they made those changes. They started playing a different system. I remember Ole against Spurs played three at the back and played Ronaldo and Cavani up top to go and win the game, and he won the game. That game 3-0. Eric Ten Hag did the same. He did some changes to his system. He did changes to what players he was playing, and then ended up winning games. I ended up winning the FA Cup while being about to be sacked. But this guy, for some reason, has the arrogance of Sir Alex Ferguson, has the arrogance of Jose Mourinho, while having the CV of Avram Grant, while having the CV of Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville. These managers have had, I can be honest, these managers have had better CV than this manager, right? Why is he still at the club? Does he have pictures of Ineos, which he's using them to play blackmail? Otherwise, what is the reason, right? You cannot give me a good reason. I do not care for a project anymore. I do not want Sir Alex Ferguson days back. I'm okay with finishing top four at this point of time. I'm okay with finishing in European places. I'm okay with at least beating sides that are bottom of the table. I do not want the project anymore. I do not care for a project at this point of time, but I need this guy out of this club. I don't care if he can change the system in 2 years and we win the league. It's better to change now than to wait for something that could happen in 2 years. I don't like the way he answers. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way he's dealt with a lot of players. So we have lost players for a shit manager, for a manager who cannot win games. But then we have believed in, and we have believed in because let's just be honest. It's you should always choose the club and then the manager and then the players. Just just go out and decide for yourself do you want to like change what's happening in United or not. Like the it's just up for Ineos to decide, but I'm just worried for this team at this point of time. They do not realize this, but the two games they won this season. One was against a 10-man Chelsea, which could have gone either ways, right? By the way. And the second one was a team that is promoted now. So that's Burnley. If this is how things are gonna be, we might as well end up being again in relegation fight. We did not last season because Eric Ten Hag had managed some games. Why are we just trying to call this season off already? Just get rid of a manager, get a carry, get a uh, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, get a manager from I don't know, but just a different manager. Like not they, he is not able to do his job well. We did not put together five passes today, right? It's you cannot be playing like this, right? You're trying to win chances of long balls. We're Manchester United, we're not Stoke City. What does Ruben Amorim think playing for Manchester United is, or Manchester United's philosophy is? At this point of time, it's just difficult to even look ahead, saying we want to watch the Sunderland game next week. What do we look forward to? At this point of time, I might as well take a defeat and get him out of the system. That's the worst you could get, right, with the manager. You want your team to lose so that the manager gets the sack. But I just feel that's the best thing possible because we win a game, he stays for the international break. We'll be battered by Liverpool, right? And then you kind of feel, oh, like we cannot do this. Like we need a break again to, give the team 14, 15 days with the manager so as to start playing better. So might as well just because there's no improvement. It's not like we're missing key players, right? We're missing Lisandro, but Lisandro Martinez doesn't come back and all of a sudden we start winning. No. Ahmad was a part of this team, but we were not playing great anyway, right? Okay, fair enough. Mazraoui comes back. Fair enough. He comes back and you could like see a difference on one side of the pitch. But it's just 11 players. It's not one or two players that could change how we're playing. We're playing bad and we'll continue to play bad because the manager doesn't understand. It's not just about just changing his formation. He does not know how to coach at this level. He's good for Portuguese league. Anyone who wants to defend him, show clips of the Arsenal game, show clips of Man City game from last season or some Europa League games. There are these managers, right, who are good at playing against big teams and big moments because they'll sit at the back and they'll have great quality of players like Bruno, Garnacho last season, Ahmad, Oiland. They were not great, but they managed great moments in those games, right? You cannot tell me that we were fantastic against Manchester City in the game we played. We were good, and then managed movements from Ahmad. We managed movements from Garnacho in the Europa League. Managed movements from Bruno Fernandes in the Europa League. We did not play fantastic football throughout the 90 minutes. This rarely a game we could point out like that. So I am just waiting for the club to come out with a statement. It's time to go. I would want him to go as soon as possible. That's the end of it. United need to start fresh, do something about this. It's the end for me. We cannot be suffering every week, right? He comes out and says a statement like, when we lose, it's about the system, but when we win, it's not about the system. So you rarely win 9 out of 30 games. When do you actually win? Lost to Grimsby, that game you could have won. You lost to Fulham, that game you could have won. Lost to Arsenal, that game, drawn to Fulham. Lost to Arsenal, that game you could have won. So you did not win a lot of games for us to say that. Just get out of this point, sir. Just I don't know what to summarize. And performances wise, we like everyone was poor. Shaw was poor, Dalot was poor, Maguire was poor, Bruno was poor, Cunha was poor, surprisingly. Uh, Delete was not up to the standards. Dorgu tried his best. Ugarte tried his best. Shesko somehow got a goal, so like there's some pressure off the striker, but the team was poor in general. And at this point of time, just you know, take the manager away. Like bring some positivity at the club, bring a new, fresh face. You cannot change the place at this point of time until the window. Just change the manager, right? Just change the coaches. I don't care. Change the coaches as well. Just do it. That's it for this video. Like let's just wait for something good to happen. Some good news uh from the club around this. Just this guy has to go.